Hey everybody, it's Jay here and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will dive into one of my clients' dashboard. And what I would also do is I would give you a bit of a background of the book, background of the niche, what author wanted, and how we helped him to achieve the goal. So the author in the question has a book in the sales niche, and if you know sales niche, it's a very highly competitive niche in itself, right? It's hard to sell in sales niche because we have to fight with the likes of Tony Robbins of sales, right? So, and you have to always bid high to sort of stay on the top of it. So when this author came to us, he said, you know what, I don't have a huge business outside of Amazon, and I know it's a sales niche. It's a bit competitive. What I really want is, to at least be break even or profitable, right? And then probably, this effort would make sense to me, right? So having that direction from him, we sort of try to first understand the current position of the book, which includes whether it has a good cover, whether the title is catchy and pretty straightforward, and what about the reviews, and the most important, organic rank. So this book fits in all the criteria. The cover was really catchy, and the title was clear, and it had about, I think, 100 plus reviews, and it was already ranking on the first page if somebody types in the main keyword like sales book, right? That was a great motivation for us to say yes. We don't say yes all the time. As a matter of fact, these days I say no more, because at the end of the day, author is spending his or her hard-earned money, and we have to be really sure whether we can deliver what he or she is looking for, right? In his case, when we realize that it has good amount of reviews, it's on the first page, probably we can try to see if we can achieve sort of a goal. Now, the problem was, if we start to bid heavy on keywords like sales book, best sales book 2024 or 25, that would be really challenging, because then we are bidding high, right? That is only applicable when we know that author wants more orders and he's less concerned about the cost, because he knows if somebody reads his or her book, they would definitely get in touch with him, and he can or she can do a business of much higher value outside of Amazon. So in that sense, the advertising does make sense even with high advertising cost. But in his case particularly, what we decide not to do is to go with heavy bidding campaigns, which means we are not going focused campaign or targeting or keywords. We want to go broad, we want to reduce the bid, right? So that we get to make sales on all the other places except top of the searches, right? If Amazon does it with the bid that we want, we welcome it, but that's not the focus. Otherwise, we would have created just a simple manual campaign with the top 3 to 4 keywords, heavy bidding, and we just want to occupy that top ad positions. But in this case, we didn't want to do that, because we knew, it'll be tough to handle the sort of a cost and the balance between the royalties and the spend. So his idea was, I want to be break even between my total royalties and the spend, so that he has a consulting firm outside of Amazon. So probably some of the readers might become his clients. But that's sort of a secondary goal. The first goal was to make it break even and profitable, and we were confident of doing it. So we created a campaign strategy where we gone only low bid sort of a space, which means whenever we created a campaign in the account, it was always low bid. When I say low bid, anything below 0.55, right? We're talking about 0.45. We can't go too low as well, because it's a sales niche, and so we have to be a little competitive but not too far, right? So that's the sort of a mid range that we took based on our experience in the sale niche. And the result is in front of you. And if you see this year, so we have sold about 1,200 orders, and spending is about $12,000. And to be honest with you, since the beginning, this book is profit with this kind of a cost, right? Now somebody might say, you know what, 63 is very high a cost. It's not working out. What works out is different for different authors, right? In this case, what he wanted was to be profitable overall, but not to lose focus on orders. Now, in other words, what he probably didn't want is that having this A cost as 36% and that order size to about 50, right? So that's not acceptable. He needs to sell sizable sort of books, so that it can be traditionally published maybe in life, and also that he wants more and more people to read, and so that they can come to him directly. So keeping that situation in mind, 63% or maybe anything between 60 and 65% is the ACOS where we can achieve a balance, in his sort of a world. And every world is different for, different author. And what we do, usually is in our first call before we onboard, we try to understand where this book fits in their world, right? And then we try to see, how Amazon ads can help to scale that, if it is possible. If not, then we say no, right? So in his case, it sort of worked beautifully. We are able to create a bit of a between the royalties and ad spend plus the order size. Of course, we try to improve on a regular basis, but more or less we are in that range, right? I hope this video is helpful. If it is, please do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out future video, right? And if you are currently struggling with your ads, I have put my calendar link in the description. Feel free to book a slot, and I would love to go through your account. Maybe a small tweak can do the difference. I love to meet different authors. I love to see different ads account, and it's a learning experience for me as well. So feel free to book a convenient slot. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you take care. Bye bye.